smiles in a way I don't know how to bring back.
That's on you. Come on, brother. Get me in here.
We were talking about welcome to Broadway, how you're feeling. Feeling great.
We feel great. We're filled with just the right amount of nutmeg spice and mistletoe energy. We're ready to go. Eureka Day.
Hi, I'm Emily Grace Tucker, and I'm here with Broadway World at the Samuel J. Friedman celebrating the opening of Eureka Day.
Eureka Day is about a small, private, progressive school in Berkeley, California, set in the beginning of the 2018-2019 school year. And the characters are the board of directors, who are parents, and the head of school. And because of their commitment to progressive values, they make all their decisions by consensus. And then when they have an outbreak of mumps, they struggle to find a way forward through consensus. I started writing it in 2016, and it premiered in 2018 in Berkeley. I could never have written it after COVID. I think it's, I think for me, like any play is like a sort of obsession, writing plays is like a series of obsessions of something you stumble upon and sort of get very interested in and sort of diving down the rabbit hole wherever it takes you. And I think it's kind of impossible to do that if the thing that you're obsessed about is something that everybody else is obsessed about at the same time, because you can't then follow your own impulses as well. So it could only have been written then.
This is a sharp set of 5 character studies, and it is, you're right, it is so funny at times that it calls on all of your skill to let the laughs erupt and then get your words in so the next laugh can happen. But it is also, it is a set of character studies and a story of loss. How we have to give up on some things. We have to even give up sometimes on some relationships. And so it is an extremely funny play about people caught in a real human dilemma.
My character, Suzanne, has a couple moments where she loses her shit. And I'm a pretty conflict-averse human being. And so the couple of times that's happened to me with people that weren't in my immediate family, because we all have moments with our family. But the really just 2 or 3 times that's happened to me in a public space, it's both terrifying and thrilling because you're actually going to speak your piece. I feel very organized in the play to do that. Like Jonathan sets it up really well for me. The plays I'm drawn to really have some emotional thread that's undeniably interesting. This one is a great example of that. Like a really rich emotional thing that I haven't played before. And also the actual writing, the actual way in which the words are put onto the page is super interesting to me as well.
I relate to him in the sense that Eli, he's in the group scenario, and there's a problem, and everyone's offering their way of massaging around it, and Eli kind of tries to solve it. He wants to fix the puzzle and just offer a solution. And I suppose in that way I can relate, because sometimes when there's a lot of faffing about, I like to just sort of get right to the solve, if as it were. Sometimes clumsily, sometimes articulately, just like Eli. He does a little both.
Many people after seeing this show, I think particular New York politics, have said, thank you for being the voice of reason. And I'm like, I'm not the voice of reason to everybody, but I have been to a lot of people that have seen the show thus far. It's 5 people really debating and trying to find consensus for a while until they can't. But it's admirable how well they listen to each other and how hard they try. It's just admirable how they really try to come together and aren't able to in the end, but they try, and they don't assume just because you disagree, there's no assumption that you're stupid or wrong. 2 truths can coexist. So I find that really beautiful about the play.
This is my Broadway and my New York theater generally debut.
Oh my goodness, how exciting. What are you most looking forward to working on Broadway?
Oh my gosh. Is it anticlimactic to say that what I was most looking forward to has already passed? Just being able to be in the room with these luminaries. Like, it has actually just been one of the greatest pleasures and honors of my life.
I mean, I think Eureka Day, like so many wonderful Manhattan Theater Club productions, just leapt off the page in its humor, in its heart, in its humanity. And when you check all three of those boxes, as Jonathan Spector did with this play, it just screams attention must be paid. And, you know, emphasis on humor, because I think this is has one of the most amazing, hilarious scenes that, having not seen it on stage before, but having just read it, I said, wow, this is going to be a home run. And we think it is.
And I think the interesting thing is Nikki was a bit clairvoyant, even though she might not have realized it, which is this is a play that is about a group of people making decisions about vaccines. The play was first done out in Brooklyn, pre-pandemic, and a group of people are deciding about a mumps vaccine. Then the play was done in London when it was sort of all over, and now here we are again, and we're looking at the newspaper and seeing issues about vaccines. So I think Nikki had some kind of attachment to the universe in which she had a feeling about what was going on and what people would want to talk about and what people would want to come, engage in conversation about, but have a really good time doing it.